Hi, my name is Jordan Vieira, and you're listening to Talking Junk with Jordan, where we talk about pop culture, sports, and all kinds of entertainment. But also, we talk about relationships, disabilities, motivation, and the human spirit. Welcome to the 6th episode of Talking Junk with Jordan, and we're going to talk about the WWE. I'm a huge wrestling guy, and my very special guest right now on this show is Collin. Collin, welcome to the show.
Great to be here, Jordan.
Great to have you, and it's always fun, get me going about WWE. Sometimes I just never stop.
Let's get into it. So,
WWE has been doing a European tour for the last few weeks, and they ended actually this afternoon in Paris. It's being broadcasted right now on Netflix today, and it's live in Paris, France. And ever since WWE's been on Netflix, they can kind of do this leeway and do a live show when they're in Europe on Netflix, because Netflix is anytime. You're streaming. It's not like the USA Network where you have to be on at a specific time. Mm-hmm. They give you Netflix, you tell them what time you're on, and they put you on, which is nice. At least that's what I think. That's how I think it goes. And Raw can go 4 hours long, go 3 hours long on Netflix, 2.5 hours, because they're not on a cable network. And they don't need to put in an overrun. So I love the approach that they're doing right now. With all this new talent like Obafemi, who is, I believe, the 2026 version of Goldberg, who used to be in the 90s. That was the wrestler in the 90s.
Wow.
In the World Championship Wrestling industry back on TBS and TNT. But it's really fun looking at that and saying now it's more of drama and storylines rather than just wrestling matches.
Yeah.
Where AEW is just more wrestling matches, WWE kind of dives more into, well, why do I want to see the match that I'm watching, right? So that's what's cool, I think, about the two industries, WWE and AEW. But WWE, seriously, has really gone global. I mean, they went to, like I said, they're just finishing up a European tour, and now they're doing all this stuff with these new wrestlers like Obafemi. But I think it's going to be an interesting SummerSlam this year, August 1st and 2nd.
Wow, it's coming up.
It's coming up Saturday and Sunday, and it's going to be live on ESPN. And I think really what they're going to do is they're trying to strive for Brock Lesnar to retire there. I mean, I just think at WrestleMania they hit the retire button too soon. Mm-hmm. I think Brock is going to go out with a loss because Brock already won.
Gotcha.
Against Oba at Clash in Italy. But I think they're going to go with Obafemi at SummerSlam.
That's your prediction.
That's my prediction. And a lot of good wrestling, stuff. And then, of course, Money in the Bank, that's another event, is going to be held on October 10th. So that's in a couple months.
Gotcha.
So a lot of good wrestling stuff going around.
That is awesome.
It really is.
Do they already kind of have like their, their story lineup for the August shows?
Well, that's what they're kind of drawing towards right now. They're trying to build towards SummerSlam. Because you got to build towards SummerSlam before I can say, okay, who's going to be qualifying for October's Money in the Bank show? Mm-hmm. We got 8 men, 8 women, right? You put them in qualifying matches, and then you have the winner cash in next year at WrestleMania or the Rumble or the Royal Rumble, which WrestleMania next year is going to be in Saudi Arabia.
Whoa. First
ever time ever out of the United States.
That's wild.
Wild. I never ever thought I'd be watching WrestleMania during the day. I'm the type of guy, Collin, I like to watch the 7 o'clock shows.
Gotcha.
7 to 10:30 p.m.,
Perfect time to kind of end the day and wrap up with a really great show.
Yeah. Well, and now it's going to be over by, what? If Saudi Arabia is 6-7 hours ahead, and they're starting at 1 p.m. in the afternoon, right?
Be done by like 4-ish?
It's going to be done by like 4.
Yeah.
Which is going to be really weird for me because I'm not used to all these 2 o'clock 1 o'clock shows. It's like watching a baseball game,
Yeah.
but I'm not. Go Yankees, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite team. They better keep that streak going.
Heck yeah.
Got to start winning games.
Amen to that.
But my favorite of WWE right now is I really hope they can get Randy Orton to win his 15th world title.
Gotcha.
I don't know when that'll happen, but it should happen soon.
Are there any of the newcomers that you're really interested in?
Newcomers, I really like. Roxanne Perez is good, great wrestler. She is in this group called the Judgment Day on Raw.
Gotcha.
And then that Obafemi dude that's like Goldberg in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
He picks up 300-pound men and just slams them to the mat. I'm just like, I don't know. Listen, I get the fact that helping him up to his shoulders is one thing, but these guys are on and off training every single day, 52 weeks a year, 365 days a year. I don't know how they do it.
I guess it becomes like a habit thing. You just get so used to throwing all that kind of weight around, and it just becomes
Right.
second nature.
I think what happens is these men and women, these wrestlers, athletes, are getting so good at what they do, so good at their job, by entertaining fans all around the world, that it's so much fun. Mm-hmm. It's so much fun. And then I'm watching these men and women, and people sit there, oh my God, it's fake. Well, listen, there's nothing fake about breaking your shoulder.
Yeah.
Or I hate to be too graphic, popping your shoulder out. I mean,
There's only so much you can plan for, and then there's always something is always going to come out of left field.
Well, and that's what I mean. These guys, men and women, I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to jump from the top rope or I'd be able to,
or something.
The
like
ladder or the rampway.
Yeah.
I mean, I being visually impaired. First of all, I wouldn't do that. I don't even, unless I'm trusting somebody to catch me. All right, on the bottom, right? Because they got to be watching. If you're jumping from 15 feet,
they need to make sure that you're going to land where you need to land.
They're on the table or wherever you're jumping. Mm-hmm. And exactly. They got to make sure you're landing where you're landing. It can be dangerous.
It can be very dangerous.
Very dangerous. There's a few injuries right now that they weren't expecting, and they had to put other people in their spots. So I mean, injuries are a part of the game, no pun intended.
Yeah. I kind of see like the athletes at the WWE are some of like the best stunt performers, and like I'm surprised more of them don't do like more film stunt work and things like that, because they do it, like you said, nearly every day. They do it every day, and training, the days they have off on camera, right? Mm-hmm. The days they have off, meaning the days that don't have Raw, that don't have SmackDown, and that don't have NXT. NXT is the developmental center. Yep. Of course, that's where they train their wrestlers, but they train them all there. Booker T helps them out, and it's just amazing. And John Cena, when he was a wrestler, was just so great. But now it's time to look at this new generation, and I'm saying that there's a lot of men and women know what they're doing because they're being trained by wrestlers that have already done it 20 years ago. Yeah, that's what's amazing to me. Yeah, because the first generation was just kind of trying to figure it out. They're like making the best with what they had, and now it's like they kind of have I wouldn't necessarily say a formula, but they've got a pattern of how to make it work for them.
They're trying to make it work. I feel they're going to make this work for SummerSlam and in the next couple of months coming up. They just got to find what is going to ring a bell and click, and what will happen is going to be interesting. There's guys like Kevin Owens, who's out with an injury. Been out for almost a year and a half, 2 years.
What happened to him?
Serious neck injury. Powerbombed by Cody Rhodes, and they powerbombed him. Boom. They didn't know, obviously, right away. And then the next day, MRI done. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. Holy crap, it's my neck. So Owens has been out. But it's going to be interesting to see Kevin and maybe Sami Zayn for the WWE title. Because this Cody Rhodes run, I think, is getting a little stale. of being champion.
Yeah.
Because you can only cheer for so many things for so long. I want to see something different now, right?
Exactly. You got to keep it fresh. You got to keep things exciting. Otherwise, why are people tuning in if they know what they're going to see?
Right. And that's been always my quote for the last 7 to 10 months watching the product. What makes me invested and what makes me want to see this match? Show me with your storylines, with your writing, with your creative, with your acting skills, theater, whatever, character, what makes me want to see Obafemi in that ring, right?
Yeah.
What makes me want to see CM Punk and Cody Rhodes one-on-one? And they're just not doing it. They're just not doing it. And that's the honest step it up.
Yeah. Are there any matches that you would you'd want to see kind of put together? Any stars right now that would be great to see against each other?
I really think you put 2 matches for next year's WrestleMania. For the world title, you get Obafemi versus Roman Reigns. And then for the WWE title, you put Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. If they can make Kevin Owens come back, if he's fully recovered from this neck injury.
Yeah.
Neck injuries are serious. So serious stuff going on. But if they can make that happen, Collin, if they can make that happen for Mania between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, they've been tag team champs, and let's see what happens. I mean, let's do it.
That'd be awesome.
I would love it. Yeah.
Kind of looking at the future of the WWE, what are there any things that they're doing now that if they could improve, that you could see the fans kind of getting excited again?
They really got to improve, I think, some of the storylines, even with the women right now. They crowned a new women's world champion. She hasn't defended it since April 18th.
Wow. Okay, so we're going on a couple of months now.
So kind of get her back going. Liv Morgan, her name is. Get her back on track. Defend that world title. She didn't defend. She won it at Mania, at WrestleMania back on April 18th. That weekend. But hasn't really, and then beat Sol Ruca, who's a new wrestler, the next night on Raw on April 20th on Netflix. But they haven't used her since. It's like, what is she doing?
Yeah,
what,
just kind of sitting on the championship.
Sitting on the title, on the sideline, on camera, but not
doing anything.
Not doing anything.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what are we doing? So that's what I'd like to see, a more, pep in the step, I should say, by the creative to do more stuff with the women's world title and the tag teams. Because the tag teams right now are good.
Yeah.
Let's just keep that going.
Do you think they're holding anything back for the SummerSlam?
I think they're trying to look at, because CM Punk is another wrestler. CM Punk was world champion all the way for the last almost year. And Punk just lost to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Wow.
Came out the next night, did a promo with Cody Rhodes, went nowhere. So I think they got to get him back on track of what he's doing.
Yeah.
I really, honestly, would like to see a match at SummerSlam between Cody and CM Punk.
That'd be awesome.
You put those two in the ring, do something with that. Sami Zayn comes out, screws over CM Punk, already a heel, and then Cody wins back the belt. Then they fight at another event, and then Sami and Kevin Owens go one-on-one at WrestleMania. That would be kind of my...
That'd be a great storyline for them to take off.
It'd be a great storyline. Because you got Sami Zayn, who the fans turned on him, but nobody's getting... Cody Rhodes isn't getting a big pop right now either, if you know what that means. You know what I mean? He's not getting a big cheer from the fans.
Gotcha.
Because he's held the belt for a while, right? Let's see something different.
Yeah. It's like if you're going to be the champion, they want to see you pull out all the stops pretty much while you're holding the belt. They want to see something wild each time. And
here's the thing. You want to then put Kevin and Sami Zayn into a match, and then you have Kevin Owens win the belt at WrestleMania. While, Sami loses the belt to Kevin Owens. That'd be my opinion. That'd be the way I write it.
We'll have to come back at the end of the summer and see how things turn out.
This has been a great episode of Talkin' Junk with Jordan. Collin is my guest, and it's been so much fun talking to you about the WWE and AEW
Oh, it's been my pleasure, Jordan.
and those two wrestling organizations and how they can grow in the future.
Heck yeah.
And thanks for joining us on this episode of Talkin' Junk with Jordan, and we'll see you next time.